In this unit, we'll be entering and modifying data in SPSS. So it is expected that at the end of this unit, you should be able to enter data in SPSS, edit variables in SPSS, and also save data file in SPSS. So how do we do this? Let us move straight to SPSS and start entering data. There are 3 ways we can enter data in SPSS. We can type data directly into SPSS cells. We can import data from other sources like Microsoft Excel, Stata, Minitab, or from databases. Or we copy the data from wherever we have typed it, whether it is in Excel or Microsoft Word, and paste it directly into the SPSS data view. So let us go to SPSS and see how we can achieve this. So here we are, and the first way to enter data is to type data directly. Like if I start typing data like this, that is one way I can enter data in SPSS. I can say 1 2 1 2. Then I go to variable view and define them as age, the other one as gender, and go to the values to define it, because I know that I'm going to code my gender to be like this, and female. Say okay, tell it is numeric and this is scale. You know what I mean by this? This is age of respondents, and this is gender of respondents. So I go back to my data view. I see that I've entered my data. I can enter as many variables I want to enter. So this is one way of entering data into SPSS. The second way is by importing it. Now I'm going to show you how to open a new tab. To open a new tab, you go to File, click on move your cursor to New, and click on Data. So we have a new instance of SPSS opened up. Now to import data, we're going to import data from Excel. So to import your data, you go to File, from File go to Open, and from Open to Data. It gives you a dialog box. You now navigate to wherever you saved your data. For this training, I kept my data on my desktop. So I'm navigating to my desktop right now. Click on the desktop. I included this file for you as well in the exercise files folder. So you can also go to that folder, navigate to the folder wherever you copied it to, and also do what I'm doing. So when you get to the location where it is, like my own on the desktop, you see I can't see anything just because the data is in Excel format. If it is in the SPSS format, I would have seen it, but because it's in Excel, I have to tell it the type. So you go and drop this down and tell it is Excel. So the data now pops up. This is it. I click on it once and click open. It will ask you first of all to read the variables, variable names and all that, and it asks you about the worksheet. If you have about 3 or more worksheets where there are data, if you click this down, it will give you all those options. So the particular data you want to import, you select it. This is just one, so we've selected it. If you also don't want to get the range from 1A to D51, you want to get a part of it, you can also specify the range here. But for us, we want to import the whole data, so we say OK, click OK, and it brings in the whole data. So this is the data we have imported from Excel into SPSS. If you go to the variable view to complete everything, you see that it has given you the label already, name of hostel, male occupants, female occupants. It uses the name of the variables in Excel to populate the label. But if you have extra information you want to enter, you can as well define it properly the way you want it. Like it didn't have anything for location, we can say location of the hostels, location of the hostels. So that is just that. Then you see that it gave us the measures as well. That's very good. But assuming we have a variable like gender, if you see that it may not be able to, or it won't be able to give us the values, define them, that is code them. So you are going to do that by yourself. And the last part, which is the part I usually do, is by copying and pasting, because it allows me, it makes it flexible for me to define my variables the way I want them. So let us open a new instance of SPSS, go to file, new data, and now see how we can copy and paste our data in order to define it and make it available for analysis. So I opened an Excel sheet here. I also copied this file into your exercise file. If you check, you will see it there, so you can as well follow along with me. So when you get here, if you want to copy data into SPSS, whether you're copying it from Microsoft Word or from Excel, do not copy the variable names. These are the variable names. Just copy the data. When you get there, you define it properly in SPSS. So I am highlighting. I just highlighted from beginning of the data to the end of it, and go to home, click copy. I've copied it. So I'll go down to my new instance of SPSS. Remember, you have to be in your data view. That's where I am. So you right click and click paste. It has pasted the whole data, but named them var all through. So you now have to go to variable view and define them properly. The first one was name of hostel, NOH. The next one we had, if we go back to Excel, is location, male occupants and female occupants. Okay, let's go back. We have location, let's call it look. Then the other one is male occupants. The last one is female occupants, that's FO. So we'll come down here to name it fully, name of hostels, location of hostels. Didn't get that right. If you didn't get it right, instead of clicking, you can double click and get it right. Hostels, male occupants. Sorry, let's get it right. Occupants, female occupants. We now move over to the measure and make sure we get them right. Since these ones are string, it has given us the measures immediately. So this is scale and this is scale, we know. That is the last way, or the final way, or the best way for me to get data into SPSS. You can either type them directly. If you have it in a sheet and you don't want to first of all put it in Excel, you can come straight to your data view and start typing in your data. Or you have it already prepared in Excel, you can import it into SPSS the way I showed you. Or you have it in Excel as well, or Microsoft Word, you can just go and copy and paste and define it the way you like it. Now after you are done entering your data, or the copying and pasting or typing, you are supposed to save your data. So how do you do that? If you click on this save, it will take you straight to the saving dialog box, because you've not saved it before. You can see my own is untitled here. Or just go to file and click on save. When you've not saved for the first time, if you click on save as or save, it will give you the same dialog box. But if you have saved for the first time, I want to rename it, you can then use the save as dialog box. So anyone will work for the first time. And I'm going to save this on my desktop as well. So it has given me the dialog box. I just give it a name. I will call mine hostel data. You can call yours anything you like. Hostel data. And you click save. Mind you that you can also save it in other formats. If you drop this down, you can see you can save it as also Excel. If you go up, you see Excel different versions. You can also save it as SPSS file, as also text file, that is tab delimited, okay, or CSV here. You can also save it in some other formats. There are so many of them, starter and all that. But this time around, I want to save it as SPSS data file, and it will carry a .sav extension. So this is how we do it. You click save, and it has saved it on whatever you chose. Like mine will be on my desktop. Thank you for being in this unit so far. So we are going to go to the next unit.